What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be comparing the GoPro Hero 6 and the GoPro Hero Session. So two very different cameras. The GoPro Hero 6 is the best camera you can get, and the GoPro Hero Session was the very first one that was made. So today we're going to be comparing those and seeing which one is probably the best bang for your buck. Okay, so first up is the GoPro Hero 6. The GoPro starts at $400, can record 4K at 60 FPS, and of course has the 2-inch LCD screen on the back. The GoPro Hero Session starts at $150, can record up to 1440p at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second, and it's the very first session that GoPro made. So it's mainly meant for maybe a video of your face, and it's just very compact and light and small. So first I wanted to see how different the pictures were, and what I was really surprised to see was the Hero 6 had so much more detail, whereas the Hero Session really had much kind of richer colors. As you can see on the right, the contrast is a little bit higher, whereas on the left, sharpness is way higher than the Hero Session. Now that could be because the Hero 6 can shoot in HDR, whereas the Hero Session can't, but I was still really surprised on how much of a dramatic difference this was. When we move on to the next picture, however, the Hero 6 did so much better. Now, I really think that this picture is because of the HDR. There's such a bigger contrast in the colors, but like as you can see, the sign appears more yellow, the stop sign is more red, the sky is a little bit brighter, and overall it's just way sharper than the Hero Session. And the third and final picture, the Hero 6 way outdoes the Hero Session. In this picture, the Hero 6, it just captures the grass so much better. It's got more detail, it's a little bit brighter, so that the picture just overall looks so much better than the Hero Session. Now we will be testing the audio on the two GoPros. This is an audio test on the GoPro Hero 6. This is an audio test on the GoPro Hero Session. So in my opinion, the microphones on the GoPro Hero Session were a little bit better, as I found that the GoPro Hero 6, I feel like had a little bit more bass to it, and it wasn't as easy to hear than it was with the Hero Session. I just personally liked the audio quality on the Hero Session over the Hero 6. This is an audio test on the GoPro Hero 6. This is an audio test on the GoPro Hero Session. In the next test, I'm basically just going to be walking and running, and I want to show you guys the difference between the two cameras, since the Hero 6 has video stabilization, whereas the Hero Session does not. So as you can see, there's a pretty big difference between the Hero 6 and the Hero Session, and when you put them side by side, it's like unreal. The way GoPros do this is they basically just shrink the field of view by 15%, so it's not optically stabilized, but it does have its own software to do it. So I know that the GoPro Hero 6 is better and that it's got higher specs and stuff, but I want to see what it's like if I record the same settings on both cameras. So I'm going to record 1080p at 60 FPS without video stabilization on, and I'm going to record it in wide mode on both. So I just want to see how they compare and still which one comes out on top. Right here, I just want you to see the HDR. Look at the clouds on the Hero 6 compared to the Hero Session. So this is 1080p at 60 frames per second with a wide FOV. Let me know how it looks. So I'm actually really surprised with the results. As you can see, the Hero 6 is so much sharper. It's brighter. It's just so much more colorful, and I really did not expect that, even though they're recording in the same settings, I guess the GoPro Hero 6 just has a better sensor, better aperture, and it just lets in more light, and it's sharper and better overall. And for the last test, I'm basically going to be testing how good of a slow-mo these cameras can take. So up first, we have the Hero 6 recording at 1080p at 240 frames per second. That's pretty slow. You can see each individual one spin. That's pretty good. And finally, we have the Hero Session. This is recording at MVGA at 120 frames per second. So as you can see, the quality is a little bit better. You know, there's more light let into the lens, but it's still not very slow, and you really can't even tell the difference between full speed and half speed. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. So now that I'm done with the tests, I just want to give you guys a really good look at the cameras, a little bit more in depth, you know, show where everything is, and just kind of show you around. So, right, we're starting with the Hero 6. You have the battery and SD card in there. Then you have your speaker for the sounds so that you know you're recording. Here you have the USB-C port and the mini HDMI ports for video output and charging if you want to charge it that way. And of course, behind back you have your 2-inch LCD screen. It gets pretty bright, so you can easily see it in the sun. Right now I only have it on 10%, so it's going to be hard to see for you, but later I did turn it up to 100%, and it was pretty easy to see. And when we hop to the front, of course you have your little screen that shows you how long you've been recording, your settings, your battery, just so you know when you can't look at the full LCD screen. In total, the GoPro has 4 microphones all around the device, so it can always hear any kind of audio wherever the device is. Here you can see that front-facing screen actually rotates, so if your camera is upside down, it rotates so that you can see it easier. And now let's move on to the Hero Session. Of course, the front is just the lens. And on the back here, it tells you how long you have to press the record button in order to get certain effects, and then you have your one button that changes all your settings. And then you have your speaker grill for the beeping cues to let you know you're recording. And on the left side, you have your little compartment where you have your micro USB for output and charging, and you have your micro SD card slot. Now let's go ahead and move up top. Here you have your little screen where it tells you how you're recording, what you're recording in, how long you've been recording, your battery percentage, and then you have your record button right there. And just so you know, this little rolling effect, it's not the GoPro itself, it's just my camera. So now I just want to take a look at the cameras side by side. As you can see, the lens on the Hero Session is actually much bigger. However, the sensor, if you look closely, which is the smallest circle in there, the Hero 6 is just a teeny bit bigger. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this helped you out if you're going to buy one of these. Honestly, personally, I mean, I love the better camera. I mean, who doesn't? But if you're one of those people who won't use the GoPro much, you know, maybe you need it a few times a year, go with maybe something a little more than the Hero Session. So like go with the Hero 5 Session, or maybe the Hero 4, the full size one. But if you're one that's, you know, you're going to use it a lot, then go with the Hero 6 because that is a great buy. But that is all, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I helped you out with some kind of purchase decision. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.